Hey, here's my comic pool list for June 15th, 2016. Yeah, what was that all about? It's because, starting off with DC, it's Scooby Apocalypse, issue number 2. Now, this is the first in the series of DC Hanna-Barbera reboots, and I skipped this title when it came out a few weeks ago because it just looked kind of silly to me. But at the recommendation of the Comic Book Geek, link below, I decided I'd give it a try, and I'm really glad that I did. It's a really cool, more adult take on the characters we all grew up with. Instead of college kids driving around in their vans solving mysteries, the Scooby Gang and the premise have been given a 21st century makeover. First we meet Daphne, once an inspiring journalist. Now she's the host of a third-rate investigative TV show on the verge of cancellation called Mysterious Mysteries. Fred is her beefy but skittish cameraman, so when Daphne gets a juicy tip which she hopes will catapult her back to the top of the Nielsen ratings, she and Fred go to meet an informant in the deserts of New Mexico. There they find Dr. Velma Dinkley, a scientist intent on blowing the whistle on the top secret underground facility where she works, and which she believes has nefarious intentions toward the general population of planet Earth. They also meet Norval Shaggy Rogers. No longer a skinny beatnik, Shaggy's now a tattooed hipster dog trainer who works for the same agency as Velma, though at a much lower pay grade. At his side is his best friend and favorite test subject, number 24602. Also known as Scooby-Gooby-Doo, who due to experimentation to parts of his brain now has rudimentary speech and intelligence, which he uses along with a cybernetic headset to communicate with his friends. The writing by Keith Giffen and J.M. DeMatteis is clever and funny, and I love how it's quite science fiction-y. There's a lot of information thrown at you in the first issue, but it never felt like too much to me. And Howard Porter's artwork is awesome. He captures the essence of the old school characters, but gives them a cool contemporary spin. So I really look forward to the next issue and highly recommend going out and picking up the first 2. Next, also from DC, it's Lucifer number 7. Lucifer questions his place in the universe. Meanwhile, Heaven is having issues of its own, as down south, way down south, there's a new challenger for the throne of hell. This was a decent issue. The parts with Lucifer were really interesting as character development. The rest was pretty much set up for the next issue, but still entertaining. Next up, it's Titans Rebirth number 1. Now this takes place right after DC Universe Rebirth number 1. After reuniting with the Flash and restoring his memory, Wally West seeks out his old Teen Titan buddies, but unfortunately they don't remember him either. And worse, they see him as a threat. This first issue was mostly just setup, but it was pretty enjoyable, and so I'll probably keep getting this for a while. Next, from Dynamite, it's Jim Butcher's The Dresden Files Wild Card number 3. Now, I still haven't started this yet, but since we're now halfway through this 6-issue run, I'll probably go ahead and start it so I can get caught up before the finale. Next up, it's Lords of the Jungle number 4. The big bad's intentions are revealed as Tarzan and Jane attempt a bold escape. Meanwhile, Sheena isn't happy with circus life. This series is really starting to amp up as we head toward the penultimate issue. I'm looking forward to the final 2 to see how this gets wrapped up. Moving on to Marvel, it's Spider-Gwen number 9. I'm still 2 issues behind, but I'm really liking this series. I'll be caught up for the next one though, so I plan to talk about it. Next, it's Star Wars number 20. This issue features another entry of Obi-Wan Kenobi's journal, picking up where the last one ended. Young Luke has been grounded for wrecking the family skyhopper, and he runs away. Meanwhile, Wookiee bounty hunter Black Kirsten tries to find who's been thwarting Jabba's goons. Like I say every time we get one of these Obi-Wan issues, I love these. It's awesome to see how Obi-Wan spent his time in exile on Tatooine, protecting Luke from afar. I also really like the amazing artwork by Mike Mayhew. No relation to Chewbacca actor Peter as far as I know. Next is Han Solo number 1. This story takes place between A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back. Han has left the rebellion and gone back to his mercenary ways. But with his conscience weighing heavily, he's pulled right back into the fight by Princess Leia, who needs a favor from our roguish hero. A perk of accepting this mission she offers is getting to compete in the legendary Dragon Void Run, the most notorious and dangerous starship race in the galaxy. This is a fun first issue. Marjorie M. Liu does a great job with the writing. She really captures the fighty flirtiness between Han and Leia, and I look forward to the next one. And finally, from Titan, it's Doctor Who, the 10th Doctor, Year 2, Number 10. So the Doctor, Gabby, and Cindy are in Jazz Age New Orleans for some much-needed R&R, but of course it doesn't take long for trouble to find them. This is an okay issue, though there never feels like there's any real tension, but it does feel like we're headed towards something big in the next few issues. So that's it for this week's pull. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like button and drop me a comment to let me know what you'd like to see more of. And make sure you hit that subscribe button to get all my newest videos. See you guys later!